Hey there, everyone. This is Dr. Yam, and today's Biz Tip Tuesday is going to answer the question: how do you make your product appear everywhere? I have an answer for you and more in today's Biz Tip Tuesday. Let's get busy. Hey there, Biz Tip Tuesday. Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach inside of the Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group, as well as Busy 9 to 5ers Hive and YouTube channel. So today we're going to ask a real simple question and have some fun. So looking forward to having and sharing this particular cool tool with you guys today. So the question about how is it that you can create your low content product, which many of you are already on your way to do, and completing a recent 5-day challenge with me inside of Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group, which you can also head over here anytime you'd like. And what we discovered by way of creating our low content product is you have to create your product image. And one of the things that's even most important is how do you get to display that and make it very kind of eye candy and appealing to your intended audiences. And so I want to share with you a really cool tool that I've been using for at least 4 or 5 years now. And I use it very often for myself, as well as sometimes even for my clients when I'm working with them on some of their content creations. And I figure, you know what? This is a really cool tool I want you guys to take advantage of. So the tool that I'm sharing with you today is Mockup Shots. And you can click on the link. I'm going to also pop it here. It's in the notes in the post right below this video. So you'll see it there as well. And I will also put it in the comments. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Yeah, let me see if I can pop it here in the comments. Chat. Here we go. You can click on that link, and that's also going to take you to the page. I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to share my link and share my screen and give you a kind of down and dirty version of what does this look like. And you'll be like, oh my God, that's how they do that. At least that's how I set it myself, and I find out things. And hopefully you'll feel the same way. So let's do that. I'm going to just turn this off real quick. All right, and then we're going to simply share my screen. And here we go. There we go. So once you log into your Mockup Shots account, now this is a paid for product. So I do want to say that this is not one of my freebies, guys. However, it is a one-time cost purchase for life, and they keep enhancing it, which I really appreciate because over time this really has evolved. So you get to see some of the benefits for a very low cost. So you'll see that when you click on the link, it'll take you to the offer for that, and you can get your own subscription. It's a really great investment, particularly for those of you as part of content marketing and you want to be able to create your images. I find this one to be really helpful. There are other tools that are out there that most of the time they're either going to be kind of what they call a freemium that's going to be very limited. You can only do so many either by number if it is free, and they're not that great in the background images and things like that. So you get what you pay for, right? So this is a bit of an investment on the front end, but it's a one-time investment, so you don't have to subscribe to anything, which I also find to be really, really helpful. So hopefully you'll see value in that as well. So what happens is you're going to log into your site, and what the first thing that you're going to do is understand that this particular layout product is intended for books. However, you will find it useful for any type of an image product, really. It's just that it's designed with that in mind, but don't be deterred by that, as you will see momentarily, okay? So let me take you over here. So you're going to be in your landing page at the dashboard, and the first thing it's going to ask you to do is basically just upload your product image itself. And so you can, anything that you have as a PNG file, you're going to be able to upload those images. So you'll see here on my demo page, I've already uploaded some images of journals that I've done, or even just a regular image of a product or a login page, or any image really that you want to kind of be seen in these different environments. So you'll see what that means in a minute. Now, you can do them as simple single books, and then you can even do multiple series books, meaning that if you have a 3-book series or a 3-part kind of like a trilogy collection of books or product packages, that you can have them all signing up. But we're just going to focus on the one for right now. So I'm going to do this one here. This is my day journal. I'm going to pick this particular image, and I'm not going to make that my default, but I do want to make it my image itself. Okay, so once you pick your image, then the next thing you're going to do is decide, make that my default. I guess I have to make that my default. Okay, so you'll choose your image, and then you're going to ask, well, where do you want this image to appear? And now you'll see by default all the cool image layouts and where they can show up. So this is how you get to make your product appear everywhere. It could be on someone's iPod. It could be on someone's cute desktop. It could be with somebody in their bed as they're chilling. It could be somebody just hanging out at a cafe. It could be anywhere. So depending on the vibe that you want to give with your product and that you want to see it like in use, if you would, then this is the different images that you get to pull from. And they keep adding different layouts all the time. So you just get to, it's kind of like, I kind of like think of it like, where's Waldo? Like, where does your book show up, right? And so you get to kind of superimpose that image file onto these different photographs that are there. And so in this case, I'll even choose the teddy bear, right? So I can choose that, like even the teddy bear wants my product, right? So you get to have some fun with it if you like, or you can keep it real serious. Again, you get to decide. But you also have an opportunity here that you can you can filter the types of mockups themselves. So here it's showing all of them, but if you want to do it by subject, you can do that. So if I click on subject, this is what you get to choose. Then it's by these different categories that you might say, you know what? Well, maybe I want to show it with a baby in the picture because it's for babies. It's a book on babies or parenting, right? Or if I want it to be something like, well, I want it to show up in a bookstore, then I'll just show the bookstore images. If I want it to show up in the cafe, I'm going to choose cafe. Then there are already layouts for the cafe type of a vibe, and then those are the pictures that you can choose from. So you can kind of filter in the types of layouts and images where you want your product to show up, and then you can save it. Now, once you've decided on that particular image, right, then you can, I'm going to do this one. Simply, you can do an edit here if you want to make any further components to it. So for instance, if I hit the edit button, then I can do a further crop, I can enlarge it, I can have some fun with it and just do some further edits, if you would, to it. So the editor will come up, and then you'll get a chance to play around with it and make whatever necessary adjustments that you feel necessary. Of course, okay, there you go. So here, you can zoom in, you can make some crops, you can do some superimposing, you can blur out some things if you want, like maybe you don't want this date number here. You can do all those pieces apart. You can write and put text on it. You can make other image adjustments if you want to make these filters and apply it on there. You can put stickers. You have all these different types of editing pieces, so you can have lots of fun with that. So once you're done, then it will save, and then you get to then just download it to your computer drive, and then you have your files, and then you can create as many different ones that you want, and then you get to then upload it and put it inside of your social media or your website or on your landing pages. So you get to kind of decide. So that was just for one image. Excuse me. Pardon the delay. Sometimes it's because I'm streaming, and then when you're sharing the screen, you don't always get the best. So let me there we go. Okay. After that, see, it's saving the file. There it is. It made the edits if I had any. And then I could just simply hit the download button. And now it's downloading. It will download to my default page. Here, I'll save it to my desk drive as a mock-up example. And now my picture is done. I'll put this here in my little contents challenge in folder, right? And now it's my photo that I have with my product on it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, that was just for one flat, like I would say, a one cover book image, right? But it's got a little bit more to offer. So let me also share what this looks like when you can take that same image and you may choose, they have some special mock-ups. You can make a Giphy, right? So a GIF rather. So here again, same thing, template applies. You go here, it has a library for you to choose from, and you could simply, make sure, okay, sorry. And you could simply log in and find these different ones. So you can put that same book now. Maybe you're doing something for the fall. Maybe it's again, maybe you want it with the cup at the cup and it's a little bit more, movement going around. Maybe something's like, you can get my product on Amazon if you're putting it on Amazon, or you could just put something really snazzy or some holiday things in here. So they just kind of give you some of those options if you want. Same thing applies. You find the one that you like, you simply just download it, and now you have a GIF image for your product. I think this is just another kind of neat way to kind of show up differently than what you may have thought about in the past, right? So I'm going to do that one. Now I have a GIF image. And again, social media, your web page, your landing page, have fun in letting it show up in different places. Another option that you have is now they have memes. Now this is new. So they just started offering meme setups. Again, most of them, you can make the edits. Again, keep in mind that yes, its intention was for authors, but hey, I can take anything and make it into something useful else. So you may find that, you know what, I want this to be this book here, right? So I don't know. I think this one is mostly because these are book related, so I don't get to change these. I don't think there's an edit for these just yet. They haven't gotten that funky with us. But nonetheless, do know that you can use this if you have a book, ebook, or a report as such, that you can incorporate these free memes as well and use those in your social media. And then there are some builders. So you can do videos. This is also a great tool for creating testimonies for your product and then how those show up. So there's a new tool for that they just added not too long ago. So again, if you are an author or have some type of a book, then you can choose these different layouts for testimonies, and then your product can show up there. So we can click on this one. You pick your layout, and then you're able to then decide, well, okay, here are some different models holding the product or your book that you want. And then it will also be able, you can write your reviews there and that product. So you can click on this one, and now it's going to show up in the editor. And then you can make the necessary changes that are going to be relevant to who your testimony came from, one of your customers, and give you some feedback on how useful that product was. See here? So now I can double click here and I can make my edits. I use this student. So this is a journal, right? So I'm not going to read a journal. They're going to use the journal. So it's like, wow, I use this journal every day. And then here, it really helps me to think. It really helps me to think about my dream is, right? And so here, I can say here, this is going to be Nancy and then T period, right? So I have now a nice testimony. My image talks about it, great image, right? And now I can simply say, save it. And now I got a download JPEG file. Again, save it to my folder. And I'm going to call this one testimony. example. Okay, voila. So you can really have some really good fun with this, and it could be help you being really, really productive at the same time. Gonna see, let me just, I did hit my back button here and get out. Yeah, I don't know why it's not let me do. Okay, so you have a builder, so you can create your testimonies, and then that's it, really. So you can explore, have some fun. But here's the deal: they are having a special, so you can take advantage of that if you care to. And I'm going to share with you when you get to the link that I shared in the notes. It's going to take you here to the landing page. Again, it's a one-time deal. So let me stop sharing that. And it's a one-time deal. One time as far as one-time purchase, I should say. So when you click on the link that I shared at the bottom, at the beginning of the screen, and I'll put it up here as well, you will be able to see this. There it is. So right now they're having a great deal, and it's only $80. It's usually $200. So this is a lifetime access. So like I said, I've been using this for over 4 years. So if you take that, and I didn't even pay at the time, I probably only paid, I think, maybe even like $50, and that was 4 years ago. It's still a good deal at $80, I got to tell you. So, but certainly give it a look into if you find that this is something that I think is a great tool to have, that you can really enhance your product and how it can show up everywhere you want it to be. So people have that kind of like, oh wow, look, people are actually using, that's just the look and the feel that you want to get with images like that. And so again, examples of your gifts, examples of the different layouts. The holidays are coming, people. This is a great tool to have as you are setting up for your holiday social media posts, and how you can have your product that you just created can now be showing up everywhere. And this is one of those tools that I think answers the question for you. So again, just check it out for your website and for your landing pages for your offer, as well as on your social media page. I think that you will find this to be one of those really cool, useful tools that will pay for itself over and over and over again. And hey, you can certainly give your VA access to it, and they can come in here and do the work as well. So there you go. My tool, tip for today is Mockup Shots. So check it out. Go here to tinyurl.com/Dr. Mockup, and you will find the same login page, and you can get this deal and start using it right away. And any other time that you want to join me for Biz Tip Tuesdays, just know that I'll show up here every Tuesday evening, sometimes a little earlier in the day, depending, but do join me. You can also visit my website, keepitsimplecoach.info. Please join us over at Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group, which is smallbizsociety.com. Just type that in and you'll go right through our Facebook group, answer 3 questions, and we'll get you in like Flint. Now, if you haven't launched your side gig yet and you want some help and support to do that, I certainly want you to head on over to the Busy 9 to 5ers Hive. And that's where you can start your side gig, create your escape route so that you can go from employee over to the entrepreneur side and hang out with me. As well as you can visit at my website. I have my toolbox kit, and there are all the other cool tools that I use on a daily basis for myself, as well as for my clients and my team. And these are the resources that we use. And you're certainly welcome to do just that. Alrighty, so until next time, thanks for coming by. Until next time, always know that you can reach out to me on our website inside of Content Creation Tips and More, and then over at our over in our Facebook group as well. And don't forget, every week we are touching on one of our content marketing ecosystem components: blogging, website, email automation, visual creatives, which is what we did today, podcasting, as well as social media. So visit on over here, Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group, and you can get these deets and more anytime that you like. Until next time, this is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach. Let's get busy. Bye-bye.